Hello, beautiful souls. I am just continuing the series of last reads, the lost reads, the decks before they go into storage. So let's see. I would like to do. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, can you not right now? Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just want you to hold me. Be my lover, wanna be my lover. You remember that song? Oh no, y'all. Are we doing another love reading? Be my lover, wanna. I don't like her singing. Oh my god, I love. You know what? One of my favorite things to do is make fun of people who are assholes. Ew, ew, ew. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is how I like to scare the demons away when I start my reads. I like to scare the demons away. What did I say? So here we are, starting off with the light seers. Of course, we're doing a little love reading. Guess what my finger is covering up? It looks like my finger is covering up this love, this offering of love that's like coming into your life, you guys. Okay. All right. King of Cups. Knight of Cups. That's love, 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 love. And that song before I even started the video. I just want to hold you in my arms. So, let's talk about love, babe. Let's talk about you and me. So much love coming through. Look at this, y'all. And this is all cups. Literally, first 3 cards out are cups. And underneath that, we've got some alchemy. Ooh, so somebody is creating, somebody is witches brewing, you know, some love, some dreamy love, right? Someone is creating and bringing this into their life. So I don't know if I'm still trying to get fucking certain people off the channel or something, or off the vibe. I'm trying to change the channel so that we can get a clear message, baby. So as weird as I can be, I guess, like I don't know. So I have this offer and I have you. And so it's interesting. I said that as it is. I said you. This is what it is. This is you. So you are obviously also protecting your field, right? So you're also protecting your field from the bullshit. So, but yeah, so this is what's happening. Here's what I see happening. You, which is brewing, protecting your field, and calling in probably a king. You're probably calling in this king to come in with his love and offering of love. So we'll see what that means. But so this is someone who is intentionally creating love in your life, but you're also protecting your field. So let's check. Let's get a little bit deeper. The beginning of this message of me saying, "Excuse me, sir," is coming back around. So, what I say? Excuse me, sir. Can you not? Oh no. We'll see. See what that means. Okay. Wow. So, this flew out onto the floor. We have our Page of Wands in action. This is interesting because your man's all in cups, and you're over here all up in wands. Girl, you're all up in wands. So here we are in power, okay? This is you taking action from your power, taking action to create the life that you want and protecting that. And so, and that is probably, why you're attracting this king in. Maybe you're focused on heart. Heart alchemy, and calling this man in. So these three popped out like this. So Ace of Swords, and I'm noticing the mouth, and it's like you've been intentionally creating an algorithm for your life, right? And that's why you got to protect your field, because you have intentionally created an algorithm of reciprocity, because you are very intentionally creating our Nine of Pentacles. So you know what I'm loving about this message, because you're obviously a woman in her power, a feminine in her power, whatever you connect with, or possibly the roles are reversed here for you if you're watching this as a masculine energy, okay? But this whole segment to me is you brewing the life that you want, taking action on that. You've been taking action on that. You've been protecting your field, calling in what's for you, and stepping fully into your power and truly creating success and happiness in your life. And that's what this is. This is you and your own success. And so, you've been in your mind, well, not in your mind, right? You've been doing the work. That's what I want to say. You've been doing the work. You've been going through the cycles. You've been doing the things and the stuff and putting the things in places, learning how to protect yourself, learning how to be in your power, taking action from your own heart center and your own well-being and in reciprocity to create the success in your life, right? So that's super, super clear that you are on your own mission, okay? You're on mission, and you're ready for your success, and I hear you. And then over here, we've got a king in his heart who has love for you. And this may be past, this may be present love, or this may be someone you're, etherically calling in, or is going to show up and meet you. My guess is that you're intentionally calling in this dude up into your life. Like, my feeling is, for the majority watching this, is that you've been calling this man into your field. And he has an offering for you when he comes through, because this is you. And a king knows you don't show up to a goddess without an offering, right? That's what a king knows. So when he sees you in this vibe, right, he's like, oh shit, how do I meet her? How do I match her, right? How do I bring an offering to a queen? Because a queen, you can bring any kind of offering to a page, right? But when you're coming to a queen, right, she's just not accepting any offers, right? Or she's not accepting all offers, is what I'm trying to say. She's definitely very intentional about the offers she's accepting and the things that she's receiving into her life, right? So this could very well be reverse energy. Like I said, you could very well be a masculine seeking queen. It's totally possible in this reading right now. So I'm gonna read from both side segues, because if you are the masculine, or if you're calling him in, right, he had to step fully into his heart to be ready to receive you fully in your power. And so that's what he's been doing, and he's had to come into his heart, and now he's ready for love. Like, he wants to give his heart to someone who is going to take care of it, right? He wants to offer his heart to somebody who can take care of it. So he's also manifesting love in his life. He's also focused on, I want this. I don't want any more of XYZ. I've done the work. I've claimed my heart. And where's my queen, right? Where is my queen? So he's looking for you. You are looking for him. Okay? So cool. So cool, right? What you want wants you. Maybe she'll pop out. There's this little fly right here. So maybe there's something in the way you need to clear. Maybe there's some other man in the way that needs to be removed from your field, possibly. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Just like, you're in it or you're not, okay? Okay. Oh, that one, like, my finger was literally, I don't know if you see that. Here's what's weird, because I feel very weird about this energy, and I also was, like, meant to ask for clarity on a specific message, and I just pulled, and I was talking about that fly. Oh, okay, yep, okay. So you've got to shift focus to creating this king who wants to give from the heart, and or queen who wants to give from the heart, because somebody dipped and left you like this, right? Somebody left, and this is you crying over this person, and this had popped out like this, right? It's time to, grief has been coming through so strongly the past few days, but it's time to grieve this and get out of coulda, shoulda, woulda sort of vibe. I'm feeling like a coulda, shoulda, woulda vibe. This was meant for you to see clearly, so grieve this. This person is not for you, and they were just a lesson, and you need to reclaim your heart, because this is probably why you're super guarded right now. It's time to move on into calmer waters, is what I heard. So, and weave a new love that is exchange, reciprocity, right? Because maybe this person created a lot of turmoil in your life. I'm seeing them running with this bird, and then all the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, like I said, and it's like, oh, I thought this was like, I thought this was my person, like, why did they go? I was abandoned, like, whatever kind of thoughts these are, is the need to grieve this and transcend it, because on the other side of that is reciprocal building and love, and an offering to create that. So maybe this is your transformation right now, from her to her, because she's guarded and protected in her field, but also, you know, it's like the flies, these are the flies up in your field, and it's like, right, you're still kind of moving out of this chaos, clearing the algorithm, moving out of the chaos from the past, right? And so I think, you know, when you want to build something new, but it's like, yeah, you got to grieve that so you can step into this life, because partnership is literally coming for you. That was the first thing I pulled out, was like love, love, love. And an offer, right? Love and offer. But yeah, there's like a lot here around needing to do the heart healing, reopen the heart. I really need to do a video around the heart, because I did one, but I need to do deeper videos on that, because it's just so big right now with the heart healing. But yeah, I mean, like, you have an entirely new life for you. So let's, okay, then let me see what, how can we support you moving into this new energy? Look, more of this, more of the head trip, people in your ear, and maybe that's yourself as well with the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. But this is the overall vibe, right? That has to be let go of and transcended. In both of these, it's like free yourself, you know. And it's like a head trip, or of grief, head tripping. To me, this very much is like, I mean, that's, you know, the swords is the mental trip anyways, but that's what it feels like to me, is very much caught up in what you thought something was going to be, perhaps, or how you thought something was going to pan out, maybe, in your life, and it didn't. But like, I only see positive things coming through for you from that, and that's why it's necessary to grieve that and heal those wounds, because then you can, you know, take this action into a new life, and create that. And there's something about this where she's grabbing the fruit, and in here she has like the energy, the power in her hands. It's like you have the power to create your abundant life, and literally she's like, it's in your hands, literally in your hands. So you literally have that power. And this is also very much manifesting dream energy, right? Like leap of faith. There's like this magical life energy here. And so the Chariot had also come out, that's incoming. And there's also this really strong, which is cool because it's kind of like root and crown, right? Like fuchsia and reds. But that has come through very strongly about that coloration palette. So you aligning yourself and stepping into that, stepping into alignment with yourself. Okay, what do you need here? It feels really heavy. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like what I heard is like you feel wronged in this situation. Here's the thing. You can't, I hear you, you know, but there is no, like divine justice will always be served. It's not your responsibility to dish out karma, which many people believe that is their role. It's not. That's not what the balance of the universe is. The justice of the universe is that the universe harmonizes itself, right? You don't need to go and be like, this person needs to get what they deserve, right? Because that's now an energy that you're feeding. And I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm using that as an example, but like, that vibe, right? It's not your responsibility to give anybody some kind of fucking payback, or it's not, or like, oh, you know, like, I don't know, they like, how can they treat me this way and get love? Guess what? They're probably not fucking happy. Real talk. If you're like, look outside looking in, I guarantee you, if their behavior with you was subpar, and then all of a sudden they're whatever, like, you know what I mean? So just take all of that with a grain of salt, and then, you know, recognize when you truly process this experience, then you can see clearly, you know, what you needed to learn with this person so that you can call in like real love, right? And that is the divine justice. That is the divine justice, is that you will get what's for you. If you were to focus on someone else getting their justice or whatever, right? That's where your energy is going. So the justice is that you surrender it, you learn what's for you, you recognize what is and is not for you, and then you continue on your path and coming into your power and aligning with that and calling in what's meant for you. And that's, the justice serves itself, right? That's why this life comes in. This life comes in because you've continued to align in your power, not because, like, let go of this person. If they're creating turmoil in your mind and in your heart, that's you. That's you creating your own turmoil. So you've got to free yourself from whatever whatever like spell you believe they have you under, right? Yeah, right. So you've got to free yourself, free your mind, free your heart, to get love. And I mean, I can tell you as someone who has done, you know, if you've watched other my videos around, it's just the work around the heart is ridiculous. Like, if you're truly seeking reciprocity and truth and love and real connection, like, it's a journey. It's a journey, especially if you come from wounding, especially if you had a past where you didn't even see what love is, right? You had to learn what love is, right? And it is a journey. So you've got to look at relationships and life differently. And here's what is hard, is because you're working through love, you're working through the attachments and releasing those so that you can create healthy love. And so through that, you've got to create the love attachments so that you can break them. You know what I'm saying? You have to activate the wound so you can heal the wound, and then you can create a different pattern, create a different algorithm. And so that's why your wounds were activated, is so that you could truly heal them and release yourself from that pattern. So it's not like, God, why did this happen again? And this is often where we get stuck. How did I attract this person who's exactly whatever and did all these things, the same abandonment wound, whatever it is, right? Same abandonment wound. Well, you're being called to heal it. And so maybe you have said no more, but you haven't opened your heart to receive love because you're still in a place of like, well, this is where love got me, you know, and this person who hurt me, they have love or whatever it is. And it's like, where's mine? Where's my justice? Where's my love? Where's my life? And what did I say? It's in your hands. It's literally in your hands. So when you claim your power and when you say, oh my gosh, look at all the magic. And again, this is a process. She's been witches brewing. She's taken action in her life. She's had to protect herself in this bubble, and you see the energy she's created in her center, and now she's learning how to utilize that energy in her hand, right? And so, and creating that from a clear mind, creating this life from a clear mind. So letting go of the fact that, like, letting go of the past, right? Letting go of anything that happened in the past, because those were lessons for you. Those were lessons for you to claim your power. You know, and I was just saying this in the goddess video, is like, you had to do all of this to get this life. No, it's not easy, but you had to do all of this. That was the only way you were going to get there. So I see you, and also, real talk, you know, you gotta let go of the past. It happened for a reason. Whatever went down, because it's different for all of you, so I'm not gonna like pick apart a situation, but like whatever went down for a reason. And I'm pretty sure with a partner for most of you, right? Like, or a, you know, some kind of a partner dynamic, right? And it's like, how is this right? It's not right. It's showing you what's not right with you. It's showing you what's not right with you so that you can reset that and you can choose differently, right? you know. So I would encourage you, if I've uploaded the goddess video, whatever, whenever I upload it, the goddess read from the last read, I would encourage you to watch that video as well, because I'm really talking about some of the things there about working through this. Hello. All right, y'all. The Chariot came back out. Underneath that is Three of Cups. Chariot back out. Celebration. You are moving. This is movement. This is balance. This is movement. This is movement into alignment. And, whoa, okay. It was like this, and then it was like, so. You're feeling locked out from love and life and connection. And this is like you peeking behind the door, right? Keys right here. All you got to do is take this one step, and then boom, Four of Wands. Joy, celebration, union, marriage, home, stability, right? Incoming, same color palette, right? And then this had come through, Nine of Cups. Abundance. This is you freeing your soul so that you can come into alignment in partnership. This is why I'm telling you, like, the journey of true love, you know, and maybe you are one of those people that's like, how do all these people find happiness? And like, right, like the work I've done to free my heart, you know, or like, you know, I feel like I'm a good person, you know, or whatever it is. Like maybe you're running some kind of like, I don't understand, where is love for me? But like, this is the final step, because you know, you've got, I was going to say you got the golden ticket. That's what I was actually going to say. You did it. You got there. You made it. But you've got to open up and realize that your heart is the treasure, right? That your heart is the abundant treasure. It's like you're still, like, that's a switch that needs to happen, right? Because if you're in like, I was just recording this morning, actually. Like if you're in, you've got to forgive yourself for these past dudes and situations and environments, or women as well. Sorry, I'm not sorry, just whatever. Take whatever's for you, dude. But these past people, right? These past people, and maybe you're like, you know, you need to forgive yourself for these past people and this shadow version of yourself, because that's that part of you. It's still part of you, right? That you've got to accept the shadow version of you. You've got to forgive yourself for the past. You've got to forgive yourself for dating these people. This is literally was my recording this morning. You've got to forgive yourself for dating these people. You've got to forgive yourself for this past version of you, and being like, because I mean, honestly, like, real talk, it's like, when that comes up, I feel sick to my stomach, you know. It's like, there's certain people that, man, it took me a really long time to forgive myself. Seriously. And if you feel sick in your stomach, like, oh my God, like, why would I ever, like, you know, you have to forgive that version of you, because again, you were learning, you needed that experience so that you could become the person you are. And it is what it is, right? So the justice is coming for you when you forgive yourself and your shadow, grieve the past, and open your heart to this abundance. It's in your hand. This is the transcendence, is in your own heart. You're not locked out from love, which had come through the key. You're not locked out from love. That was literally keys at the door. All you have to do is walk to the other side. You know, your life's waiting for you. It's incoming. So, and this Emperor popped out as well. Ta-da. This is what you're calling in, right? You're calling in the highest partnership. So you're calling in that, you know, look. You're calling in high level union, okay? That's what I want to say to you. You're calling in a high level union, and it's not it's not a game, you know, and it's rough out there, and it's a lot of internal recognition to get that level of partnership, okay? You know, and because I always said this before, you know, it's like, again, with these videos, because it's funny. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about the type of person they want in their life, but they're not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? If you want an empress, then you better be an emperor. You want an emperor, you better be an empress. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that you're gonna be, you know, this ain't no save a hoe vibe, y'all. This ain't no save a hoe vibe. So this is divine partnership, and in general, that vibe is dying. You know what I'm saying? The masculine is finally calling in his partner. The masculine is finally like, oh, you know what? I actually don't want to fuck with this type of person anymore, right? I actually am looking for a queen, you know? So this is the era that ends where you can just like sit around and look pretty. I don't know why I keep doing that in this video. Okay. Look, more of this. This is you, okay? And this is action. This is direction. This is clarity. This is mental clarity. This is letting go. Let go. And see, she's like pouting like this, but then she has this in her hand, right? Let go of that final cup of the past. Let go of the final counterfeit. Let go of him. Let go of her. She's not for you. Let go. Take action into your new life, because someone that's actually valuable and values you is showing up in your life. So you absolutely are not going to bring them in this vibe. You know what I'm saying? This is not the energy. As I just said, he's not out to save a hoe. Look, you think that he wants to talk to her? Look at her. Yeah, I'm not making this move on you, honey. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, sir. So, you know, and if you recall, I put away our Queen of Wands, right? That's the type of vibe an emperor is going to approach, right? He's not trying to talk to this. So, you know, you're saying you're ready for love, but if you're still stuck in the past, then you're not. Okay? So you really need to let that go. You really need to let go of this past person situation. Whoa, okay. Yeah, so that you can come into a new beginning for yourself. You know what I mean? Look at this. Literally. Okay. Behind all of this is the Ten of Cups. I'm going to pull that out real quick. We have our Ten of Cups, right? Union, abundance, best life, okay? Then we have Heartbreak. This was you. This is what you're coming out of, right? And we feel her, huh? Like, yeah. That is the vibe for sure, right? So you're moving. You're moving out of that into, I literally said, calmer waters, coming into your queen power, right? But you've got to free your heart. And then underneath that, right, we were literally coming into calmer waters, into sunshine. Landing, look, the landing on sunshine, right? You're about to be walking on sunshine, right? You're the only one in your way. So, I mean, you're the only one in your way. I don't know what else to tell you. That's the message. You're in your way. As per usual, get out of the way. Get out of the way so that your life can happen, okay? Let me see if there's anything else from the lights here before she is put away. Look at that. Look at that. It's coming for you, baby. It's coming. And do you see their love? This is my favorite Lover's card, because you can see their love is way beyond the physical. And you can see all the energy between them. You can see the way that they feel about each other. And the telepathy of their mind space, right? So maybe that's something you also resonate with. Telepathic love. And that's why, okay, so, look, devil in love, right? So you're freeing yourself from the past. This devil was puppeteering you in your mind, and you're freeing yourself to love. What was I going to tell you? Something important. I was going to tell you about telepathy. And that's what I was going to say. For those of you that resonates with. Spiritual bond. And obviously you do, like many of you resonate with this. There's so many videos about soul partnerships and stuff like that. And it's all a lot, you know. And it's a lot to experience. And then that's why we look for things, because we're trying to understand the experience we're having. This telepathic connection is not really like fathomable for our three. The soul bond of love is like when you're that deeply connected, and it's hard for the human heart or the human mind or being or whatever to process the experience. And there's been multiple men that have come through my field that I thought was this, but it was not that, and it was high level soul bond. Just high level soul bond. And they were meant to activate something in me, and I activated something in them. And we both also activated healing in each other, right? So often when you're really on your soul path and you start having really powerful experiences in connection that are not three-dimensional, it can be extremely overwhelming and not clear what you're moving through. However, feel so strong, right? It can feel overwhelmingly emotionally powerful, right? And the reason we have those experiences is to bring up whatever cords are left that are keeping us attached to the devil so that we can cut those. And when I'm saying the devil, I'm talking about the devil inside. Your mind, your own devil inside, right? All the energies that are keeping you stuck in a reality that's not meant for you, right? So sometimes these high level soul bonds are coming in and they feel like love, and they're really this, and they're really just helping us cut these cords so we can transcend that and find this. So, and I think that's why maybe you were so stuck on somebody, because, and I resonate with, I hear you on this, right? Because you thought it was love and it was not. And you're like, I don't understand. I saw the timeline. I saw all these dimensional spaces. I had telepathic communication. How the, so that's for some of you who are moving through that reality. So I just want you to know that it's real and I understand. I please do watch the goddess video because I talk a little bit about some of this, and I think that will be supportive for you. But what else can we say about that? What else can we say about that? Yeah, I hear you. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot to be doing intense soul journey stuff in a 3D reality, and most people are asleep, and so and then even people that are awake are like barely awake. So yeah. My friend, okay, how can I support you opening this door? We have another let go and freeing look. And this is the 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords. You gotta grieve it. You gotta grieve it so you can move on. You gotta hold space for it, whatever it is. Cry. Let it out. Feel the pain. You will feel it. If you're not feeling it, you need to feel it. And I was going to say, looking back on the battlefield and the wisdom, you got to look at it from this mountaintop. You've got to cry and grieve the feelings so that you can stand on this mountaintop and see the truth, right? Because from this perspective, you're going to see clearly what you needed to cut and why you needed to do that and why that person came through your field. And then you can be like, wow. And what's cool is I'm talking about cutting the cords, and this is the King of Swords here, right? He's cut the cords. He's freed himself. This is the beauty of the final counterfeit. You're free. You did it. You freed yourself. They probably chose a karmic timeline. You're not locked out, right? You cut yourself free. You got to change your perspective. This is you freeing yourself so that you can actually call in love. If that person is not in your life, they are not meant to be in your life, okay? This, I'm telling you, and I was just going to say, we're done. We're done here, okay? Because this is you trapped in your own mind. And this is you getting justice on that. I cannot, I've told you the same messages at least like 10 different ways. So there is nothing else to say to you. Cut the cords. Cut the chains of the past. Justice is coming, and let yourself be free. You're already free when you decide to let go of what you're keeping yourself trapped in. And here's the real story. If someone is or is not for you is irrelevant. Okay? You choosing you is the justice, right? You're finding that happiness within yourself. That's the true freedom. When your heart is free and you're no longer trapped by anyone, anything keeping you in the past, when you are truly free, that's when you can even get this. That's when you even have the ability to actually channel this fully into your life. So you gotta let go of thinking that you missed out or something happened wrong, or if you did something differently, or if you should have handled it this way, or if you hadn't been a certain way. All of those things are these things that you need to cut yourself free of. Because this love that's coming into your life loves and accepts you for exactly who the fuck you are. Okay? So you don't need to be somebody else to be loved. You don't have to do these other things that like, oh, like maybe if I was like, I think I brought up a few things around that of like, oh, if I was like this, or right, like there's something about this mental turmoil that you should have been differently to get loved. And that is the pattern you have to break. That is the pattern that's keeping you locked out. That's the mindset. It's not about this other person. It's your mindset. Thinking you are locked out from love. Thinking that you are unworthy or did something wrong to receive love. Like any of those thought patterns, that is the devil inside. That is what you are breaking. That is what you are freeing your mind from. That's the justice. Okay? You don't get love and then get free. You get free and then you get love. Okay? It is what it is. I know. It's not fun. It's not cool. It is what it is. Tarot card of the day. It is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna pull you one more card, and then we're gonna call it on the light seals. Okay. Unless she pops out for one more. It's time. The wheels are turning. Let go so that they can turn. Let yourself be free. This is you. It's time. It's your time. It's your time. Step into it, right? Step into it, my love. It's coming for you. You're going through this to become, not to get left behind, you know? Ride the wave. You're coming into calmer water, okay? All right. Thank you for being here with me. If you want private readings, send me a message. And if you appreciate this reading, you can also buy me a coffee. The links are below. Website is below as well. All right.